Welcome back to another reading and correcting with me, Kindar, the Tiger Writes, and Ty, the Tiger Supervisor. These are where I read a chapter from one of my stories and correct it as I go. If you want to listen to these live, it's every Tuesday morning, 8 a.m. Eastern Time on Twitch. And if you are looking to support me, that is on my Patreon. Today we are doing chapter 6 of Demons. She takes the sensor off my chest a moment before the van stops. Any new information? I ask, standing. The police have confirmed the area's cordoned off, says the driver, but they can't be sure everyone has left their home. They shouldn't know to stay indoors, Valerie says. There haven't been any new confirmed sighting of the demon, but they've heard growls and snarls, so it has to be around. The van drives off the moment I've exited. I wait until it's out of my hearing range and then listen to the sounds around me. Demons don't stay still very long. Demons don't stay still. They exist to hunt humans. Even when they try to be quiet, they shift about, whining and rumbling. No one, not to mention the sounds their victims make. I hear multiple television sets, but I can't make out what is playing due to them not being on the same channels. I hear two women arguing about the order to evacuate. A couple is having sex, a man and a woman, not playing on television since there isn't the music that comes. Oh no, that came with the pornographic movies Jason had me watch. In the distance, I can hear the murmur of people massed together. I don't hear the demon. Has it left? Is it somehow still? I walk along the street until I pick up a scent. I grimace. I smell blood in the alley. Once I stepped in it, I also smelled demon stink. It's different from the one I fought last night. No demon has the exact same scent. After a few steps, so little light reaches in that I now see heat. I see the brick wall by the heat they radiate from what they absorb during the day. This will make finding the demon more difficult. Even with enough light, their dark gray-brown coloring lets them hide in shadows. But now, if I can't hear it move, I can't tell where it is. Because they don't radiate heat, I'd thought I would be able to see the void they made against warm walls, but they have the ability to reach the same temperature as what is around them by making them invisible to my thermal vision. Okay, this doesn't. Okay. Because it can't be something that Derick is realizing now. Because they don't radiate heat, I first thought I would be able to see the void they made against warm walls, but they have the ability to reach the same temperature as what is around them, making them invisible to my thermal vision. I can smell the blood, stronger the deeper I go in the alley. A few more steps and I reach a bend. Glancing in, I see the remains of bodies. 3, maybe 4 of them, dead, not long before I arrived. By the heat they are radiating. I stand in the middle of the alley and listen. The walls muffle the far-off sounds, and these lodgings have been evacuated, so the only sounds are my breathing and my phone ring, making me jump. I ignore it. It can only be Juliet. She's the only one who doesn't know never to call my phone. Why did I give her my number? That sound is enough to distract me. I don't hear the rustling in time. Claws cut through my trench coat and my skin as I move out of the way. I land on my back and roll to my feet, gun in hand. I can't see it. I can't hear it. I look up, but I can't see it there either. It's standing still again. This one is cunning. Hopefully my phone will not ring again. I close my eyes and focus. There. I fire where I hear the slightest scraping against the brick. A roar explodes in the alley and it comes at me. I jump out of the way, emptying my gun in it. I roll and holster it, taking out my sword. With the walls this why is there a with the walls this close, the sound of the bullets firing hurt my ears probably as much as the impact hurt the impacts hurt impacts hurt it. I slash as I get close and feel the blade bite into flesh. It screams and backs up. I reel back from the sound. I have to remember not to fight them in close spaces again. Rooftops and streets are better. Something scrapes against the ground, but it's metal, not claws. Something large and square flies at me. I jump over it, only to be struck in the stomach upon landing, sending me flying after it. It explodes against the wall. I hit it, feeling metal shards dig into my back. It comes at me. I pull out my second gun and empty it in its face. It staggers back. If it roars, I can't hear it over the ringing. I take a step toward it, only to falter. My equilibrium is shot. I holster my gun. I don't want to lose another one. I'm surprised to find I'm still holding my sword. I force a staggering step forward toward it, then another. I raise my hand to cut its head off, but it topples over before I swing. I stare at it for a moment, wondering if it's trying to trick me. I've never read about a demon killed in this fashion before. I poke it with the sword, but it doesn't react. Keeping my distance, I move to its head. It doesn't move. I cut its head off before it can try to attack me. Then I sit down and let my hearing come back. It's the first time I've hurt my ears this way. It takes 10 minutes for me to stop hearing for the ringing. For the ringing to stop. I stand and my equilibrium is also back. I don't need the hatchet this time. The demon's face is broken into pieces. I search through the goo and come out with the soul stone. I clean it and pocket it. I head out of the alley and hear more and more of the city's sound. I stop near the mouth, looking at something on the ground catching the street light. It's a gun. Did I drop one of mine? And it bounced this far? I check, and both my guns are in their holster. Someone else's gun? No, it's just like mine. It is mine, the one I lost last night. I walk to it, bend down, and catch the demon's smell coming from it. It isn't the same scent as the one I just fought or the one from last night. I unhook and unfold my sword, looking around. There was another demon here. I don't see it. How come I didn't smell it last night? My gun couldn't have bounced that far. It only took me a moment to work it out. It only takes me a moment to work it out. The demon had a human agent. No, that wasn't quite right. One of its agent would have its stink on them, and I would have smelled that. No, a civilian had found the gun, and the demon had found him or her afterward. I sighed. That means there's another dead human in this city. I look at the gun again. Why is it here? Why did the demon place it somewhere I was sure to see it? Is it calling out to me? Can it be that smart? None of the reports I've read spoke of that level of intelligence. I smell around, but the only place with the demon's scent is the area where the gun is. I look up. The roofs on either side are 100 feet up, but there is a fire escape on both buildings. I go up the side of one building and I pick up its scent on the third landing, and then on the sixth. I don't pick it up on the roof, so I jumped to the other building, and there it's thick. The demon stood here for a long time, letting its scent sink into the materials. It jumped down, dropped the gun, then jumped from one side to the alley to the other to get back up. What bothers me is that I don't smell any blood. The demon had to have brought food with him. Its scent is all over the roof. I jumped to the other roofs, but its scent isn't on none of them. This makes no sense. Demons don't fly. They can jump far, but they can't fly. I come back to the roof with its scent and look down. No broken window, no screaming human, no muffled cries of pain. I take my phone to call it quarter, and the screen tells me I have a message. I listen to it. Hey, Derick, I'm really glad we met and talked, Juliet says. I'm sorry you had to leave like that, but I hope that whatever problem came up was easily fixed. I hope to get to talk to you again. I don't understand why she called. Not 30 minutes have passed since I left the bar. I call it quarters. What did the call describe? It takes the person on the other end a moment to find her voice. Demon, big, black, big, the usual, Cynthia says. How many calls came in? A dozen by the time the van dropped you off? And they all described only one demon? Yes. Why? There was a second demon, and it was lurking on the roof for a long time. Try to remember how thick the demon's scent had been at the end of the fight. That's going to be dialogue. They're almost as long. Did you get it? No, it's gone. And you didn't see it? No. It must have left since while I was fighting the other demon. Can't you track its scent? No. It doesn't leave the rooftop except for one jump down, but it came back up after that. It hadn't it? The only thing I can think of is that it walked off in the street, but it would have left its scent there. It takes a good day for people walking through demon stink to dissipate it. What does it mean? That this demon has a trick we don't have on file. And that concludes chapter 6 of Demons. If you are enjoying this, please leave a like. If you want to know when the next chapter is going to be up, subscribe, hit the bell. If you want to read this story, as well as the other books in the series, they are on Kindle Unlimited. If you want a different way to support me, that is on my Patreon, where you can get access to just about everything I've written. And if you are looking to listen to these live, it's every Tuesday morning, 8 a.m. Eastern Time on Twitch. Links are in the notes, and with that, I shall wish you a good day.